Larry. After an off-season of questions, football is back here in the East Bay at Oakland, California. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Oakland Raiders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Shift together here from the D-line. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. It may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they... ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Here we go now. Watching now, Marty. They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Let's go. Watching now, Marty. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that would be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. In a game of this magnitude, it's always good to get out to a great start, but a game of this magnitude, you go up early, that's a big deal.
It's a huge deal. Psychologically, you now have the advantage as well as on the scoreboard. And also, it's a settling effect for your team. You're in it now. You've got the lead. Let's just go play some more ball.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Roethlisberger to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Detroit.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. Able to slither by. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there. 66 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there. And they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. James has it. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit around the 37. Roethlisberger to his big target, James. All 6-7 of him for a Steeler first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And just a yard on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 4.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to do it.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Leopard. 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 Leopard.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, gone.
They'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him.
Well, he's got daylight. It's a foot race, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They'll go again with Bell. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more of the AFC Championship game after this. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Larry Ridley at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Roethlisberger will throw. This is Bell on the dump-off. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Aldon Smith coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. And he's going to go down again. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Boswell's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And now a first down following that long gain.
Now let's go.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one.
All right, here we go. Green.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set. Green, 39. Over. No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we are halfway home. Where Larry Ridley standing by with our EA Sports.
Let's roll those first half highlights. Now following the interception, out of the shotgun pass will be completed. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now midway through the first, the run will go outside to the left here. And this long run goes for a touchdown. As they move out in front, 14-0. Raiders have it midway through the second. The connection is made in the middle of the field. And this 5-play drive goes for a touchdown. That takes the lead up to 18. Raiders have it late in the second. The pass will be completed into coverage, and he'll eventually be brought down, but not before getting to the 27-yard line. So that's all for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll get you back out to the field now for some more playoff action.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Detroit! Leopard! Black 99 Philly, here we go! Watch it now, Barney!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where did you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On 2nd down, it's Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19. 3 gone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Leopard! Here we go now. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! No,
and throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Back to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 20 that time. Good enough for an Oakland first down. Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
Here we go now. All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4
touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. A screen to Bell. And, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 46. No gain on the screen there. It's second down. So 2nd and 10 here. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got some space here. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Now Roethlisberger on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now they'll run it on the toss. Skirts by him at the 35. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. Now they'll run it on the toss. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Detroit.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. The Raiders on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is third down and 12.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue Leopard. Leopard.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Let's go. Green 39. Here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nice move at the 40. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Detroit. Leopard. Set. 319. Back to Philly. Here we go. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now look at 56.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Detroit. Here we go now. 3.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney.
Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. So this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go! Here we go now! 3-19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This will be caught at about the 6. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Detroit, back 99 Philly, here we go! All right, here we go. Green, 39!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught at the 3. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. This was the goal before they started the season, to play in a Super Bowl, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
And this is why songs are written about teams. Okay, you go back, some teams wrote them earlier in the season about their goal of getting to the Super Bowl. This one, they're going to be able to break it out now because their goal was to get there, and they achieved it. How about that? That's pretty fantastic.